What's going on, guys? Real quick, I just want to check and see. I have Uncle Craig on here right now on Skype. I want to see if you guys can hear him all right. Talk to him, Craig.
Hey, guys. What's up? It's Uncle Craig. Can you hear me?
Let us know if you can hear him. Yo, what's up, Rushy? Cam, what's up? Rushy, what's up?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yep, they can hear you. Matthew, what's up? Hoosier, what's up? Seizure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they hear you loud and clear. Cool. All right, so I got Uncle Craig on here with you, a special guest.
Appreciate you.
What's going on, guys? Let's get into it, man. We got plenty to talk about today, don't we? Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I hope you guys can still see me. I need to dim this a little bit. I got a little headache creeping up. I'm going to dim it till I can still see. Hopefully, y'all still good. My head fucking hurts. Curry locked in tonight. Curry's a great play. He's definitely a great play. Cam, sorry about the updated line, man. Yeah, yesterday was a struggle, man. We had so much shit pop up that we last minute just changed things around, and the very original line would have cashed, but hey, man, it is what it is.
All right. I saw somebody comment about that yesterday, and they're like, oh, man, we should have stayed with the original. I'm still not going with that, man. I like the changes we made, especially with the updates that we made with Tyus and Towns. The problem is, I mean, Doncic and Markieff both underperformed. If either one of those guys do just a little bit more, that line smashes the original.
No, you're exactly right. Like I don't even regret the changes we made. Yes, they lost, but hindsight, I mean, it seems bad now.
Yeah.
But going into it, I mean, I loved Lillard, so Lillard did great. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Doncic struggled when he shouldn't have. I mean, he runs the point guard position. They've been struggling. They say that Doncic looked hurt. I did not watch the game, but I know he was struggling bad. He was struggling bad. And then Markieff, he must have like lost a leg or something. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but CP3 a lot tonight. Love Chris Paul. Love Chris Paul tonight, man. I love that Houston Warriors game because it's going to be a battle. I love Clay and Conley with CP3. Clay, Conley, and CP3. No objections. Kenneth Faried for GPP. I'm not very interested in Faried. In GPP, I mean, like I've told you guys, you can do whatever you want, but I haven't really been focusing too much on Faried, to be honest with you. What's up, Cam? Hey, what's up? Drummond or Griffin? I'd probably go Drummond. Boogie Cousins. Of course, he'll get a little bit of a usage bump with no Durant today, so he will get a usage bump down low. There's so many good center options today. I don't think I will be going Boogie. Boogie's a solid GPP option if you want, though. He should be solid cash too. I won't be going much Boogie. There's other centers I love. Could probably stack that game in cash. Yeah, that game's gonna be a good one. What up, Cam? Mr. 49ers, what's up? Pace up for Conley, who already balls out. Love Conley going against Atlanta, up-tempo matchup. I love it. Cam, what up, boy? Evan, what's up? Conley too expensive at 9,200 on Fanduel. What do you think, Craig? Looking at Fanduel, do you think Conley's too expensive?
Yeah, just because same price you have Curry. Exact same price. So Curry without Durant against Houston, I would just land on Curry every time over Conley. Conley has a GPP pivot off that, though, with that Atlanta matchup, like you said, and that pace, and they just can't guard guards. So
I agree.
I'm with you.
GPP pivot to Conley instead of Curry on FanDuel would be a good, solid option. But yeah, on DK Conley, I love Conley over. His price is just so cheap over there. Love Conley. Cam and Uncle Craig, way up. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Steve? Everybody, 112 people in here. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You like Jonas Val center from Memphis? I do like Valanciunas. I have my eyes on other centers, though. The matchup is there for Jonas. But the only issue is Atlanta can very easily play small ball. If that happens, Jonas is going to have one of his 20, 25-minute games. But he could still wreck. Who do we like for value today, Craig, under 4K? Anybody stick out to you on I know on DK I love CJ Miles. That's somebody that sticks out. He's been playing over 20 minutes with Memphis. He's somebody who sticks out for me, CJ Miles. Anybody else? Any other value that sticks out?
On our page, I've already published it. So guys, I put a little update for y'all for the drop spots on FanDuel. Like our favorite, like cheap value, the kind of guys you want to plug in because you're not worried about their score because they're going to drop. The guys that I have listed today for us, let me just get over to our page on FanDuel, are going to be guys like CJ Miles, like Cam said. Ed Davis is another interesting punt drop option on FanDuel. You got Jerami Grant, Justin Holiday, and Nerlens Noel.
Hold on. Let me throw out one name real quick so we don't forget. Josh Jackson too. At least on DK, 3.7 is interesting. He's going to get over 20 minutes, so he's an interesting GPP cheap guy at 3.7.
Yeah, I like him too. And for the drop spot, we usually put guys that are under 4K, like between that 3.5 to 4K value drop on FanDuel with that stupid rule that they have with the drop.
Right, yeah. Speaking of the drop rule over on FanDuel, drop a like down below. That was good, man. I've been working on my segues a little bit. I've been trying to get my segues working. That worked. Everyone going live streams lately. Everybody doing live streams because, you know what I'm saying, once I start doing it, everybody does it. No, I mean, honestly, the reason I go live is because nobody else answers questions like this. So I figured I'd come on for the people, answer questions specifically to you guys instead of just looking next to me talking to some dude the whole time and not acknowledging people. I like Green tonight. Draymond, love Draymond. Terrence Ross is great value as well. Westbrook or George? I have a feeling on Paul George. I know he's dealing with a little bit of a shoulder issue, but I have a feeling about Paul George today against Brooklyn. He should get a little bit more rebounds. Last night was a weird one. I got real lucky with Cam's original badass lineup, which my GPP was close, but Lou let everyone down. Yeah. You like Aaron Gordon on FanDuel? What do you think on FanDuel for Aaron, Craig?
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best options today. If you're not going to use that spot on Ed Davis as a drop, he's definitely in play. But for me, it'll either be Blake or Draymond, and deciding whether or not we drop with Ed Davis or take a chance on Aaron Gordon. But I have no issues with Aaron Gordon in that matchup with Washington.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who cashed with our original favorite last night. I'm happy for you. I'm glad everything worked out. Obviously, I can't claim the win because I did announce changes, and you know me, I'm not going to – yes, I would love to keep the streak going, but it is what it is. One loss out of the last 5 days, I'll take it. I did announce a change. The change didn't work, so I'm not going to claim a W. Luke Kennard or Gordon? I'd go Gordon. What do you think about stacking Memphis against Atlanta? I think it's interesting. I love Avery Bradley. I like Mike Conley. I like CJ Miles. There's some solid options over there on Memphis. So I wouldn't mind going at least 3 of them. I think it's fine. Winslow or Crowder, FanDuel GPP? Ooh. FanDuel GPP.
That's tough. Winslow probably, but it's really close.
Yeah, I think I'd go Winslow too slightly, but that is close. What do you think about stacking Memphis? I like your show. Thank you, Captain. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Go to greenlightdfs.com if you haven't joined the squad yet. Even if you're somebody who likes to, and you have the time to work on your own and build your own or whatever, definitely use the Greenlight Optimizer as part of your repertoire to building your stuff. You definitely want to have as much stuff as you can to put together to build. So definitely use the optimizer over there if you haven't tried that out. Or we have the VIP lineup packages. You could just sign up with us and just chill with family and not even worry about shit. Eric Gordon or Iggy FanDuel?
Iggy. Somebody asked, Seth asked about his favorite center on FanDuel. I think Vooch is the play today against Washington. Me and Cam have been talking to him. Both of us love him on DK and on FanDuel. Both. He's just an amazing option today if you want to spend up at that position.
Yeah, I love Vooch because Vooch by far is the best option at center today. Normally we have amazing value at center, and we still got some solid value. DeAndre Ayton is solid value. Today, Jarrett Allen's interesting. He's going to have to play a ton of minutes against Steven Adams.
Gobert on DK seems too cheap.
Gobert also is interesting. I mean, 5X is what, 40 for him today?
He's on DK.
Yeah,
on DK. On Fanduel, he's only 200 less than Vooch, so I just don't see myself getting to Gobert on Fanduel.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I like the price differential between the sites. Ed Davis pivot from Chalky Allen and GPP. That's fine. I like that. Crab Allen Carux for GPP. I'm fine with that. I do like Crab. I think you might as well get some Russell in there. Russell's got that GPP upside. You might as well get Russell if you're going to Brooklyn stat. Position to spend up on. I'm leaning towards center. Center or power forward. Power forward's a weak position. That's why I have interest in Paul George today, because the options at power forward, Blake Griffin has been atrocious. The only other option that's by far and away the best option is Paul George. In a game where it should stay fairly close, Brooklyn's been playing well. D'Lo or Conley on DK? I'm going to go Conley. Conley for cash, go D'Lo for GPP. He's got higher upside. Conley's safer, I believe. Chris Paul's a great play. I love CP3 today. Love him. He always steps up in matchups like this, and he's got great averages versus Golden State. He's always had a great time versus big-time competition. You know how vets are. They go in and they just show out. Everybody, drop a like down below. We got 139 people in here. We should have over 100 likes right now, to be honest with you. Royce GPP would get minutes still if Rubio plays. I don't know about playing Royce with Rubio bad. I think you're pushing it a little bit. Go with CJ Miles instead. Thoughts on PJ Tucker? We know what we're going to get out of him, and I think he's another guy that he's going to be needed against Golden State. So I think he plays great minutes. He's going to be on the court a lot. He could fall into value. So I like PJ Tucker. Harden or Westbrook? Harden. Dragic or Rubio on Fanduel? What do you think, Craig? Dragic or Rubio?
Probably Dragic for me, but honestly, I would go Augustine over Dragic at $100 less.
Yeah, I like Augustine over on DK as well. What up, Cam? Jeffrey, what's up? CP3 and Booker or Curry and Clay? Fanduel cash. I would go Curry and Clay. Did you already go over injuries? Okay, yeah, let's go over injuries real quick. Let's talk over that real quick now that you brought it up. All right. First game, Orlando, Washington. We have Timothy Mozgov still out for Orlando. We got Awandu, small forward for Orlando. He will play, and Aaron Gordon will play, who I like, by the way. I like Aaron Gordon today. If you don't spend up for Paul George, I like Aaron Gordon. Shabazz Napier will be out. That is interesting news.
Yeah.
That is really good for Dinwiddie. That's good for Russell. Travion Graham, out. Damari Carroll, out. Markieff Morris is interesting to watch. If he's out, Jerami Grant and Paul George both get a slight boost. So watch out for Markieff Morris for OKC. Terrence Ferguson is going to play. Josh Richardson, it was questionable. He is now probable. He will play. Kyle Anderson will miss. Jaren Jackson will miss. And Miles Plumlee will miss. Golden State, Houston, Kevin Durant, the big injury news of the day. He will miss. That's a bump to Clay, Steph, and Draymond and Cousins. I believe Clay gets the biggest bump of them all. I believe he gets like a 7% bump, usage bump. Andrew Bogut out. Terrence Jones is questionable for Houston power forward. That's not going to make a difference either way. Raul Nato is probable. Him and Rubio will be back. And TJ Warren is out for Phoenix. And that's about it. Main things we want to keep an eye on is the Markieff Morris news. Jerami Grant becomes an amazing play. If Markieff misses, he's going to play very good minutes in a good matchup against Brooklyn. And that gives a little bump to Paul George as well. What do you think of Jared Allen tonight? Love him. I mentioned him earlier. Jared Allen is in a matchup against Steven Adams. Now they're going to need his minutes down low for sure.
And just to cut in real quick, it's Jerami Grant. I was hearing Jarian. Just wanted to make sure everybody we're on the right Grant because they're both playing today. Both Jay Grants are playing today. So Jerami Grant for Oklahoma City. Jarian's the Orlando Magic player.
Yeah.
And the only reason I do that is because I get those questions a lot.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm saying, I said the wrong one on accident?
Yeah, it's okay.
My bad.
It's okay.
Jerami. Sorry. I screwed their first name. You guys know me with names, man. Collins or Griffin FanDuel GPP? Probably Collins. He's been balling. Interest in Levert tonight for GPP? Yes, Levert's fine for GPP. Thoughts on Satoransky? That's interesting. I think he's safe. I think he's fairly safe. He's been getting solid minutes. He's always puts up in multiple categories. He's not very scoring dependent. Craig, when that Monsuda guy comes back, fucking ban him.
Okay.
I hate, dude. Like, I already banned the other dude, and now he's using another account to promote himself again. It's like, fucking get out of here, bro. It's fucking annoying. Get a life. What is your thoughts on Harden on DK, or is CP3 just too cheap? CP3 is too cheap. Go CP3 over Harden. Go Harden in GPP. You think Noah and J-Val start against Atlanta? Not exactly sure. Noah seems like a good fit against Atlanta. But I don't know. Sorry, I'm repeating myself at the mute stream. Got a call. D'Lo or Conley for DK Cash? Conley for DK Cash. But Shabazz Napier has been ruled out, so that's a lot closer than it was a little bit ago. But I'd still say Conley very slightly because of that up-tempo and pace for them. Are you going to be doing live during MLB? I will be trying, of course. Yeah. Craig took care of him, thank God. Do I like Whiteside if he starts? I don't. I know him and Drummond always battle down low. I'm just not interested. I hate Whiteside. That's just a guy I hate. Jeff Green's still too cheap. He is fairly cheap. What do you think of Ross and Crab? I love Ross and I like Crab. I like Ross more though. I appreciate the help. No problem, man. Torian Prince, bad idea in Cash DK. I'm not very interested in many. I'm not super interested in many Atlanta. Oddly enough, I am interested in John Collins a little bit because Memphis has struggled a little bit versus the power forward position. But that's about it. Is Clay a must on FanDuel? What do you think, Craig? Is Clay a must?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So, I mean, I like him, but I wouldn't say he's a must. I honestly think on FanDuel, and man, it sucks, and I hate that we've been landing on this, but after building lines all day, and we've been talking about this, that extra salary and just the position scarcity, we may end up having to go James Harden tonight, and yeah, I just hope he delivers.
Yeah, it's a tough position for sure. What about Gordon and Vucevic stacks, sir? Yeah, I like that. I'm fine with that. I like both of them.
Vooch is our favorite play today on both sides.
We love Vooch. Love Vooch. 2 highest scoring players tonight on FanDuel. Who do we think are the highest scoring players on FanDuel tonight? Okay, so let me take a look. So obviously on FanDuel, you've got different type of scoring. Vooch could definitely compete for the highest spot tonight. But probably Westbrook or Harden. I'm leaning Harden over Westbrook, to be honest with you. What do you think, Craig? Highest scorer on FanDuel?
Yeah, I mean, let's just not count Harden in there because obviously everybody's will pick Harden because it's the safest play.
I'm going to have to go Vooch or George.
Yeah, George, Vooch. Based on price, George and Vooch.
Yeah.
They're my favorite big spins. If I'm spinning up, I like Paul George and Vucevic.
Yeah, Vooch is probably going to be popular. It's one of those things where he's popular for good reason. So I'm assuming Cam is DK and Craig is FanDuel for the most part. At least right now on this live, I focus more on so we can kind of balance things out a little more.
Yeah, we talk both out all day with each other and do all that stuff. It's just I have the FanDuel prices in front of me. He has the DK prices in front of him.
Aaron Gordon or Draymond GPP FanDuel? Aaron Gordon or Draymond for FanDuel?
Draymond.
You're going Draymond?
Yeah.
It's fairly close though. Draymond's too cheap though. I love Draymond on DK too. Really, really, really cheap.
And Durant's out. I mean, he's cheaper than Gordon.
Yeah.
Durant's out.
Yeah, and he's got a bump.
Yeah.
How much do you consider blowout possibilities? That's a good question. I don't really worry about it too much unless it's going to be an obvious blowout. But you know what's crazy is I thought that game with Cleveland and who were they playing that day?
Philadelphia last night. That's one of the reasons why we got off Simmons.
Yeah. I thought it was a for sure blowout, even with Butler out. And look what happened. So, I mean, I don't really worry about blowout too much anymore because I've been fucked way too many times worrying about it. Mike Conley, cash lock. Yes, sir. Love Mike Conley. Alphonse for Golden State with KD out. He'll definitely get a bump in some minutes.
Yes, Tristan, we love Curry today.
Love him.
Especially on Fanduel.
Love him. I will not be paying up for Bradley Beal on DK today. CP3, Steph Clay, both Gordons, Allen's locks. Love all of them. All the guys you mentioned. I don't love Eric Gordon. I like the rest of them. I like Aaron Gordon. What's up?
Joe asked the one guy on DK we're building a line around, and I think it's going to be Vooch.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Vooch. I think he's going to absolutely dominate Washington down low. And I believe they're competing for the 8th seed. Something like that. There's a reason, like their rotation has tightened up lately. They've been playing more minutes for those guys, more steady minutes, and they're competing for something. So, yeah. CJ Miles is interesting, Matthew. We talked about him earlier. I love him for value today. Love him for value. He's been playing over 20 minutes, and in 20 minutes he can hit value against Atlanta. Any love for Iggy? Iggy is definitely in play a little bit. He gets a bump with no Durant. He will get more minutes, obviously. I don't know how much exposure I'm going to have to Iggy, but he's definitely an okay option. You're not going to – it's not too bad. Last time I went Vooch, shit. Yeah, I know. Last time I went Vooch, it was shit too. But it's DFS. You got to have a short memory. If he shits on me again, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, everything's adding up to him having a great game. It's one of those situations where, hey, man, you just take the dude and you figure out the rest. Any love for Avery Bradley? Love Avery Bradley, Carter. I have a good feeling about Avery today. He could definitely cross the 30-point mark against Atlanta. He's got Iggy at 27 minutes. Yeah, he should play some good minutes. 25 to 27. 25 to 30. He could even play more than 27. Yeah, they are a game back. Yeah, Orlando's fighting for something, so expect a hard performance from them, and they know who they need to get the ball to win, and that's Vooch. Drop a like down below. 173 people in here, man. Drop a like down below. We're at 74 likes. Let's get over 100 likes. We got about 7 more minutes of the live. Is Noah a good play? We got to kind of see. Let's see if they end up starting him or not. If he's coming off the bench, I'm not too interested. He's still interesting for GPP. Stack Cousins and Curry. I like Curry more than I like Cousins, but because of the center position being one that I have too many guys that I love other than Cousins. How do you feel about McGruder? I don't feel about McGruder in any way. John Collins in play or too high? John Collins is fine for GPP. He's going to be very low owned. We know the type of upside he has, and Memphis has struggled versus power forwards. Steven Adams is interesting against Brooklyn. I feel like a lot of people will be sleeping on him tonight. I feel like his ownership will be low, so take a stab on Steven Adams in GPP. Any Trae Young? I will say this. I would expect them to have Avery Bradley on Trae. Avery Bradley is a very good defender, but at the same time, Trae has been hot. I don't think it's necessary to pay up for him. I think there's some good value guards, though, point guards. Other guys around his price that I like more. Is Sato in play against Orlando versus DJ? Sato's interesting. I haven't considered him too much today. I think he'll be fine, though. He should be all right. How do you feel about playing 3 OKC players tonight? I think that would be okay. That's fine in GPP. Jerami Grant, if Markieff Morris is out, Jerami Grant's going to be interesting. Steven Adams interesting. Paul George interesting. I'm not too worried about paying up for a Westbrook today. We'll just have to see how value goes throughout the rest of the day. Jared Allen on Fanduel. I love Jared Allen on DK. On Fanduel, not really. Because of the scoring over there, I'm kind of going a different route. CP3 chalk. Love Chris Paul. He always steps up for big-time games. I think he's going to smash tonight. Is 3 Magic too much for cash?
Yes.
I think so. I'd stick with only 2, Aaron Gordon and Vooch. Is Ish Smith a good play? Ish has been balling. Ish has definitely been balling. I just don't like any Miami players today. I'm just not feeling them too much. I mean, any Detroit-Miami, that game.
Right. X that game off and just treat this like a 5-game slate.
I would. I would take that game off. There's no need. CP3 or Curry? Curry straight up. But for the price, CP3. Augustine for value? Love Augustine. Definitely Augustine over Hoarder. What up, Cam? Thanks for another live, bro. Yes, sir. Crab or Crowder? Probably Crab. I like that matchup for the Brooklyn guys. Top 3 cash plays, and thanks, homie. Top 3 cash plays.
What site?
DK.
I'll do FanDuel.
Oh, you do FanDuel. I'll do DK.
Okay.
All right. So over on DraftKings, I think it's going to be Vooch. Chris Paul, Vooch, and Draymond. That's what I'm going to go with. Chris Paul, Vooch, and Draymond are my 3 guys that I love today, and I think they're very safe options. What do you think?
All right, FanDuel, Paul George is a cash game lock. Vucevic, we'll stick with Vooch, and then I'm going to go with Curry, Stephen Curry on FanDuel. His price is
there you
good.
go. And then on FanDuel, you got the drop spot. You got some better pricing over there. So that should be easy to get those 3 in. Boogie or Draymond on DK? Draymond's for the price. He's too cheap. Draymond's too cheap. As long as he doesn't get fouled out or fucking get a technical and get thrown out of the game. That's the annoying part of Draymond. And you heard Steve Kerr. I'm tired of Draymond shit. So maybe Draymond comes out pissed off. Steph will reach 3x by half. Steph is a great play. Love him. If you were to game stack, what game would you prefer? Probably Houston Golden State. Houston Golden State, I think, is going to be a dogfight. Like the video down below. Hey, y'all go to greenlightdfs.com too. We got a few more minutes. Go to Greenlight DFS. Join that VIP lineup package. It gets you free access to our optimizer as well. PJ Tucker, GPP. Yeah, I like PJ. What's up, Steve? $5 or $12 GPP. I like the single entry $12. I used to play that one all the time. Favorite non-center drop on FanDuel. Who's your favorite drop on FanDuel, Craig?
My favorite drop is on FanDuel is Ed Davis.
Ed Davis. What do you think of Oubre and Booker tonight? In GPP, that's fine. I think they're going to be extremely low owned, and they both have solid upside. Thoughts on Griffin for GPP has killed Miami all 3 times. He actually sucked versus Miami last game. Blake Griffin? Let me verify. I thought he sucked versus them last game.
He dropped 30.8 FanDuel.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Best play for 6,300 guard. 6,300. Probably Dinwiddie with no Napier. Probably Dinwiddie. Oh, Big Dog said Dinwiddie too before I even bounce back. Appreciate it, Cornell. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Hope I was able to answer all y'all's questions. What 4 to 5K guys do you like the most? What 4 to 5K range guys do I like the most? All right, so when you look at value around that price, I love Avery Bradley the most. Jarrett Allen, love him. DJ Augustine, love him. Daylon Wright is interesting for GPP. That's about it. Yes, sir, Joshua. PJ Tucker's dog cheap. Yeah, he is cheap. Have you played Brotherhood? I have not tried out Brotherhood yet. I saw it on there. I have not tried it, though. It's like a 3-point thing, right? Thoughts on Schroeder? Not interested. Favorite stack for GPP? Favorite stack for GPP? That's a good one. For GPP.
Memphis probably.
You think Memphis is a low? I think, yeah, it might end up being Memphis for GPP, honestly. I'd probably go Washington's interesting, too. That's a close game. I'd go Washington, Nets, or Memphis. I'd probably lean Memphis the most. I love their up-tempo. I'd probably go, in that order, I'd go Memphis, Washington, Nets. I like how close that Washington game's projected to be. Washington's been playing solid. So Mike Conley home and away split scare me. I know they do. But the coach gave him the green light to take more shots. So what's good? That sack call the other day did me wonders, bro. That's awesome, man. Glad. Fareed might go nuts tonight. Maybe. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me as always, man. I hope I was able to answer all your questions. I'm about to go take a fucking Excedrin. And then I'm going to get right back into this slate. Go to greenlightdfs.com if you haven't joined the squad yet, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, too. I'll answer all your questions over there. I'll post my Twitter right here. Boom. There's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter real quick, guys. Make sure you drop a like before you head out. Let's get over 100 likes. We have 95 right now. Greenlightdfs.com, man. I will see y'all later, all right? Eventually, me and Unc are going to work out how every single day we'll have a live show going, whether it's me on here going live or it's my uncle. One of us will be on here doing a live show every single day. Coming up soon. We're trying to figure it out, set up the little, set everything up more. And then we'll get to you on that. But we're definitely trying to do this live show every single day. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, Craig, you want to say something?
Thanks, guys, for supporting us and letting us do what we love to do. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Let's smash tonight. I'm out.
Peace.